he had a lot of really wild writings. We were talking about this earlier, a lot of anti-Jewish stuff, pro-Gaza stuff, and some writing that was really hard to decipher. It was like...
And anti-Trump.
Yeah, anti-Trump stuff. And a lot of it was, we were looking at it and it sort of looked like it was in Russian, but it was sort of phonetically using the Cyrillic alphabet.
It was using the Russian alphabet, the Cyrillic alphabet, but it was English for the most part. So if you know the Russian alphabet, which is kind of just based on Greek anyway, if you know the Greek letters, you can. I was trying to muddle my way through it earlier today, and then someone used AI, and it just all the way there.
Right?
That's right. Why do we do it ourselves anymore?
Right. Well, you got to challenge yourself, but very horrifying manifesto, because what you would see in this thing, and maybe we'll check out some portions of it, because
we can look at it.
You see what you see is someone who is talking about very matter-of-factly how he plans to kill the children, and is discussing, and it's almost a journal where he's like talking to himself quite a bit, where he's discussing when is the best time to target the children. Would it be when they're on the playground? What's a good vantage point? Would it be when they're going into the gym? But it's tough because apparently the gym is in the basement, so that would be hard to get there with this arsenal of weapons, which obviously you can't really conceal a semi-automatic rifle, and then eventually we know, obviously he chooses this mass, and I believe they were still entering into mass, and so it was this. So you can see the direct connection between the manifesto, the pre-planning, and the actual event itself, because the idea was to target the children as they were moving. The school is in one building and the church is in another, so the idea was to target the children as they were walking in to the church, and it is a miracle that that more were not killed.
It really is,
because of the way this was planned.
It's sort of reminiscent of the Nashville shooting.
It's very reminiscent. Yeah. And so there are two martyrs now in they're in heaven, but this took place in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Let's go. I want to get Dr. Turley's take on this. Why are we seeing this trend?
I'm just writing. I put a phrase down: the banality of evil. And if I recall, that was Viktor Frankl's phrase, who suffered through the Holocaust. And just the way I looked at some of those videos of him planning this attack, and that's the motto that I heard. It's just the pure banality of what he's doing. It's just so matter of fact, and it reminded me of the Rutgers study that was published, back in May. They called it assassination culture. Did you catch this?
I did see this,
yeah. So there was a Rutgers study that asked the question, do you think it is justifiable to assassinate President Trump? And there were two stunning numbers. The first one was the amount of people who said yes. It was about a third of those who said yes. But what was even more stunning was that a majority of self-identified Democrats, 55%, said that it was at least somewhat justified to assassinate President Trump. He's in good company. 60% of self-identified leftists believed vandalizing and destroying Teslas was justifiable, and what we were seeing here, and what shocked the scholars of this study, is they were calling it assassination culture.
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.